Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Wow, wow, wow. Do. Day will make a way for night. All we need is candlelight and a song. Yeah, soft and long. Wow. Glad to be here alone with a love unlike no other. Sad to see a new horizon slowly coming into view. Yeah, I wanna be living for the love of you. All right now, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. Yes, indeed. Do. I wanna be living for the love of you. All right now, I wanna be giving for the love of you. Whoa, ha, ha. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jaden XD. I am your host, XD, aka the Chuck D of homosexuality, aka homo without a pause, aka the gay Effie White, cause nigga we all got pain, aka Fagnificent, aka Hoisha. It's me, aka your auntie's favorite auntie, aka Mr. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, aka the Black Gay Mod, aka the Gay Mary Poppins, because I'm practically perfect in every way, aka Homo La Flor, Tontomor, aka Iala Fagzant. AKA Barbara Streisand. People who need people. AKA 19% because every day should have at least 19% of me. AKA I'm every woman because it's all in me. And AKA Brad Kwanda because if I can't reach the base, get that dick off my face.
I'm Jade, a.k.a. the Mary Jane Mommy, a.k.a. Griselda Negra, a.k.a. the British Lost Boy in Another Lifetime, a.k.a. La Señorita Problemática Favorita,
Escándalo,
a.k.a. the Black Mrs. Frizzle, a.k.a. Noah's former landlord, a.k.a. Carnitas Bay, a.k.a. your mom, a.k.a. the mammy titty heard around the world, a.k.a. the titty in your ear.
So fuck what you heard. W might block the sound.
Casey Kasem.
What's up? Hey everybody, welcome back. This is our last time recording in this wonderful apartment.
Wonderful.
Bigger and better things.
Bigger and better.
So if there's a little echo, reverb, it's because we're,
It's because we're poor, remember?
trapping out the bando.
It's the peak house.
Yeah. How was your week outside of you moving?
That was my week.
Yeah.
That was my week, nigga.
It's so consuming.
Oh my God.
You won't get your life back for another 6 weeks.
I'm not done.
Like, moving doesn't stop after the week you move. It doesn't finish until 3 months later.
As much as you plan and prep and do all of these things, it just never finished.
Yeah, never.
I still have things to bring over, but the movers took all the big things that we were taking. We left all the things we weren't. And so now I'm cleaning and taking other small things over because I refuse to go into this place with bags of trash and ting. So, yeah, I'm excited to be in a new spot. I'm excited to be in a new space. It's going to make room for wonderful things. Get up out this bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch, nigga. Fuck that, yeah.
How was your week, nigga?
Every day has been a sneaky spiral of hate, but that's
Every day is a winding road.
but that's also because Mercury is in microbraid.
Yes.
So
Boosie face.
so I just, I'm yet holding on, keep me lifted, saints. Just call your aunties prayer warriors, put XD on your list because your girl is going through. However, shut up! That some things
Hopefully-
never change.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we have that problem at the other place?
Nope.
No, but we also had another problem back then. Hi-oh. But
Petty mayonnaise.
yeah.
Oh,
Inty way.
Wow, that was a good quiet but gut belly laugh.
Yeah. I do what I can. I do what I do for I am what I am.
Yeah, and you are what you are.
We're gonna cut the bullshit. Okay, we'll just get right to the nitty gritty. So there's no nigga PC this week. It'll be there will be.
There
It's
is.
just in a different episode.
Yes.
Okay. So no other extra show. You know why the fuck we here.
You know what it is. It was a 2-hour finale. What do you expect?
Exactly. So listen to us anywhere, everywhere. Do you have any announcements?
Dopest Dinner Party, DC edition is coming in a couple of weeks. Santana and I actually have 2 tickets left. We have 2 tickets available, should I say.
Wait, when is
for
that?
the Saturday sitting, March 23rd. No, please do not jump to go buy them. You must email us first at fortheculturecatering@gmail.com. Those who email first will be the ones chosen to purchase the last 2 tickets that we have made available for the dinner party. But the 24th is completely done. The 23rd, 2 tickets available, but you must email fortheculturecatering@gmail.com.
Okay.
Not you niggas outside.
Raised by wolves.
But outside of that, I don't have any announcements at the time.
Yeah.
And yourself, goddess.
If you haven't RSVP'd, I am hosting the In Conversation with Feminista Jones for her book Reclaiming Feminism, Reclaiming Our Space, excuse me. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be in Brooklyn at the Big Fancy Hoop Bookstore. You can follow me on social media, Xavier Delo, and find out all the info about that.
Yeah, support Xavier Delo. Support Xavier Delo.
So we're going to do something different soon on Patreon,
Yeah.
and I am super excited about
Oh
it.
man, and
I want to tell people so people can go and
tell them fuck it.
so our queen,
It's
the
la
Cash App.
problemática favorita.
Yeah, go to patreon.com/JadenXD to subscribe and pay. Listen, we about to have like Master Chef, but with like Chopped, excuse me, with like prison treats
Yeah.
in honor of Love
That's
After
going to
Lockup.
be the video this month.
Yeah, I can't wait.
In honor of.
I think we're doing that. If not, it's next month. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So subscribe to Patreon.
Break it ground.
And watch yourself. Okay. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Let's get to the good stuff.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
All right, kids, we're back. So let's get to the good stuff. It was 2 hours.
2 glorious hours. It made up for that yawn of an episode last week.
Hello. We got so much juice and then some because I have been doing the after part. I've been doing the work. My girl Lizzie, the Cash App cunt, she has a YouTube channel.
Son, what I tell you?
She has a YouTube channel. Ma is making prison pie and jailhouse burritos.
And she homegirl got up on that video and said, when I learn how to work this, then I'm going to learn how to fast forward, okay? But in the meantime...
And she says it 95 times.
Just fast forward. And then she doesn't know. Then she's scraping the cookies and she's just looking down, scraping the cookies. And then she's like, just feel free to fast forward this part.
So let's. So and you know what? This weekend we had a friend, a house guest, to stay with us, and they had never seen Love After Lockup. Period. So we went. I know. So we went to go revisit the first season.
Yes.
And Black Mormon Weave Lady. After watching it, she was legit crazy. Like, Baby Nuck has redeemable qualities.
Yes.
Yeah, outside of rapping.
I knew that then.
Yeah, but whatever. But I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And then I miss our white Nubian king.
You know, he was a treat of entertainment.
Yeah, he was. He was a white Nubian. He definitely gaslit her, though. Yeah, he definitely was a gaslighter too.
As fuck.
Which even proved his blackness. So I was like,
she was a redheaded
bitch
devil. She's like, I mean, I'm getting ready in a bathroom, but it's fine.
Right. Like, okay. No one told you to agree to get married at fucking
Joe's Crab Shack?
Right.
Like, fuck out of here.
At the Dusty Crab.
Right.
Anywho, this season, let's start with
Orchard Beach.
Let's start with since we're here, the Cash App cunt. Money Mulatto.
Venmo Vixen.
Yes. Western Union Wench.
And PayPal Pussy.
So we have been waiting for this moment for Mama to be honest with herself and to others. So Mama was like, okay, went to go see Scott.
She put on her Family Dollar's finest bunny rabbit house shoes, the thong kind, where your toes be out.
And walked down to Scott's room. And now remember, Scott has been, pontificating about leaving the last 2 episodes.
So she walks in and this nigga is smothering himself with a pillow.
Yeah, like he's literally trying to commit suicide.
He's like, but in
the pillow. And I laughed because I was like, oh, he's trying to end it all with Serta.
He looked like a turtle that rolled over on his back.
Yes.
It could, on his shell, it could not get up.
I was like, Dan Connor, get up. Bitch, get up. So he was like, yo, he just listened like, I fucked up. And Lizzie's like, what are you talking about? Like, he was just like, you don't even care. And then the problem with Scott was the fact he don't know how to he don't know how to speak up for his fucking self.
He don't know how to speak like an
clearly.
adult.
I'm like, nigga, spill it out. Tell this bitch that you are broke.
Too.
Right.
She was like, Scott, what are you talking about? And he was like, I'm broke. I don't have any more money. I spent it all on you.
Right.
And this bitch's horns came out
and
of
you
that
saw it in her
flimsy
face.
ass hair. And she said, Scott.
Right. Scott.
Listen to me. Look at me, Scott.
She said, and I quote, if you have no money,
I don't need you.
When a broke nigga talking, man, don't nobody listen. Broke ass nigga stay up by my business. When a broke bitch.
She said, if you have no money, I don't need you. Do you understand? I don't need you. You think I need you, but I don't need you because you don't have no money. And I was like, yo.
I was like, make it play!
I was like, I never in my life thought she was gonna come out like that, nigga.
Right.
We knew how you felt, but goddamn.
Mama got to the rut and made it plain. And then I was like, well, shit. Like, now I feel really bad. Kind of.
I did feel bad for him because I was like, that was cold-blooded.
But how else can you tell somebody, like, nigga, I'm using you and I have no intention on, like, reciprocating or any type of love and affection or any relationship that you want or think I want.
Now, what I don't understand is, I mean, I don't know. You know you don't have nothing. Like, if this nigga leaves this hotel, you leave this hotel, sis. Like,
that's what I was trying to figure out. So I'm assuming production paid for all this hotel stuff.
I'm sure they did. Because he was like, I need a plane ticket home.
Yeah.
The daughter was super comfy too, because she had like her matching tie-dye pillow.
Nigga.
Mama moved in, which made me again. Why is she apart?
Where were you living beforehand?
Were you with Nana? Because I know she has a Nana. She don't got a grandma. She got a Nana.
She has a Nana.
Or
Mimi.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she don't have a grandma.
No.
Or a Mima.
She might have a grandmommy.
Maybe, but I'm gonna say she got a nanny. A
Nana. She looks like a Nana girl.
Nana.
Mm-hmm.
My Nana.
My Nana.
Great. Yeah, this is fine. But I just know she had tie-dye pillowcases. I was like, what in the
It
Quinta?
was Lisa Frank, you know, like furry animals.
What in the La Quinta Inn is going on? Y'all are going
what
to
in the home suite?
Hello?
Like, extended stay. Like,
what is the
you niggas is cooking soup in the room.
On a pathway.
It gets on them two little stoves.
Yeah, in a micro fridge.
Make some ramen. And then make some hot
There's some
chocolate.
Easy Mac.
Right.
You can make a Frito pie.
Right.
I bought a couple cans of Hormel.
Make some Swiss Miss.
Do you want some hot cocoa?
Just take a slice of prison pie.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, he's like, I'm just gonna leave. His bags were already packed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, where the fuck is he going? So she goes back to fake Bianca Larson. And she was like, well, we're done. He has no money. And when I tell you, Mama leapt for joy.
If she could have done a cartwheel in that room that she made hers, she would
Yeah.
have.
You remember like in The Wiz when like a Brand New Day came out and they stripped themselves? Mama was that joyful.
Can you feel
Right.
a brand new day?
Mama was joyous.
What?
Okay. Can you feel a brand new day?
Gleeful.
Hello?
Full of glee.
She was so happy that her mama was upset.
She was like, so you're like done?
Yeah.
She was like, no, we're finished. And she was like, Grinch smile.
The plan has worked. We have returned the natural order of things. But anywho, they go on, and Scott is back in California.
Yep.
And he is now with his new black queen, which I've learned that Scott has a type.
Also, as well, in addition to.
Yep.
I said, oh, he loves a mulatto money gram.
Yeah.
But she's not a mulatto money gram.
She is.
She's just a black queen.
Yeah, she is.
And her name is Jasmine.
Yeah. She looks like Tamron Hall a little bit in the face. Mm-hmm. Or like that girl. You remember that episode of The Golden Girls? Where they had the black maid. She looks like her. I don't remember. She's like the classic black actress. She played the lesbian in Women of Brewster Place.
Yes.
She look like her.
Yes. She does look like classy black actress.
Yeah. Actress from the 90s.
Of the 80s,
Of the
90s.
80s, 90s. The lady from the 90s.
You know the one who was with the nigga from the 90s.
Yeah. And you automatically know who the fuck we're talking about.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah. She, they've been together for 2 months. She did a confessional.
She did.
Her hair was, on better looking.
She's not here for his money.
Yeah.
They're taking things slow.
Yeah. Oxnard is like, I think that's where the military base is. So it's like, I'm surprised, there's a lot of black people in Oxnard.
I hope he filed for bankruptcy.
That's the only way. Maybe that's why he was at court that day when our listeners saw.
Filing for bankruptcy. You right.
Now we need to find out his last name so we can check the court. Okay, maybe I'm a little too invested. But those are public documents, so I feel like we can find out. Okay. One of y'all listeners do it, because I know y'all are crafty.
Yeah, y'all are great.
Yeah, y'all be doing the work. Y'all be putting y'all blue vest on and doing the work, okay?
They're like, I came here to work.
Yes. And so our girl Lizzie, she now has a job. She should have a reality show called Lizzie Goes to Work.
Yep.
Mama works at a factory in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. She got promoted. She got promoted after 7 weeks. So our girl is, upwardly mobile.
This is what I'm saying. She's a vertical queen.
Yes. Upwardly mobile. She got her own place.
Okay.
And,
proper storage. I saw her Tupperware sitting on top of her fridge.
That she got from Walmart.
She got a cat now, so companionship.
Mm-hmm. So she has a car, not the one that Scott gave her, but she has a car. She drives to work, home.
She does. She makes Instagram videos while she drives.
Right.
And now YouTube videos that she does not know how to edit.
Right. She also goes to the gym now. She posts scriptures on Instagram. My girl is living and thriving and doing it.
Because she's a new woman.
Yeah. She's a new virtuous woman.
Yeah. She's a born-again virgin.
Yep. So, and so ultimately, she's happy doing her job and her Instagram videos. She does bedtime stories. She tells us stories from prison.
Oh, wow.
Last time she told us how she had a pet lizard.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing that they do at the Women's Detention Center in California and Los Angeles. So, sure. Because lizards in prison make sense, Brandon.
I mean,
when did that ever make sense to you?
California.
Are they? Because I've never seen it. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is Bay privilege or something, but I've never seen an iguana outside of the zoo that I protested going. Oh, well, I'm assuming it was not the big ignorant lizards like the Florida
Iguanas.
ones. Yeah, but
capybaras.
Capybara. They look like Nintendo.
They look like guinea pig horses.
Yeah, they look like things that you would kill on Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like if you jump with them, they go.
Or they explode and go like
200.
Yeah. Like if you hit 10 in a row, you get an extra life.
Then they took him over to Mario Kart.
Yeah. So that's them. Okay. We can go to Marcelino and Barnes.
Marcelino and Barnes.
Injury attorneys 100-888-8888. So these niggas got married.
Yes, they did. Legitimately.
They even brought Momo, aka Amanda. So I realized today that Momo looks exactly like Amanda. If you don't know who Momo is,
No.
Yeah.
Momo is frightening.
Yeah, but she just looks like a regular, frazzled white mom.
So
She looks like Emily Rossum in Shameless.
I can't do the shade room no more. I don't follow it. But
Same, but I actually made a comment.
But I have to go there to go find trash for Getting Grown.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of Kim Zolciak and her daughter. And they're, both taking a selfie together, Ussie. And somebody in the comment goes, well, they look like Momo. I died. It was the first comment. I died. But yes, so Momo was invited to the wedding. So before that, rewind, a very pregnant No More Dyke Jan.
Yeah.
Comes over to Momo's house.
No More Dyke Jan is right. Because she's like, since she couldn't get it popping.
Yeah, No More Dyke Jan. So she goes over to Momo's house and they sit and she's like, oh, why didn't you tell me you were so pregnant? And she's, acting like she's happy for her. And they sit down, they have a conversation. And I don't know why No More Dyke Jan even went over there in the first place because she was mad awkward the whole time.
Mad awkward.
Like, didn't want to say nothing to Momo's.
It's never going to get old. When I found that out, I was like, oh, Momo. Yeah.
So No More Dyke Jan leaves or whatever. And Momo asks to be invited to the wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
So fast forward, they have their wedding. It was your quintessential, red.
Yeah.
Those of the classy folk. Those of the classy
red.
folk love.
There was 10 people there.
Yeah.
For a venue that held 300 people.
Yep.
And yeah.
Which is low-key why I think Momo was invited.
Yeah.
Because the numbers were scarce.
Yeah. And then because his mama was there, and I'm assuming his ancient uncle that his mama had to take care of because drugs.
Right. His brothers.
Yeah, his brothers, and
they're all the same nigga.
Yeah, and then No More Dyke Jan. She brought her sisters. They all look like the United Colors of Benetton. And her stepdaddy came.
Yes, who I thought was her real dad because she looks
like him, but no, it's her stepdaddy. And he was like, "I'm proud of you," and I was like, "What are you proud of?" But I'm assuming he's proud because she's now going to be a married woman.
It's not like an accomplishment.
Yeah, Mary. Yeah. Jada Next's corner. Just like a baby won't make him stay, marriage is not an accomplishment.
It's not.
It's not like winning a race. It's not losing 50 pounds. Mm-mm. It's not, eating all your veggies or anything like that. It's literally just
work. It's a job. Now, nobody says this job can't be rewarding.
Yeah, my job is rewarding. I help the homeless.
You can walk away feeling very good, very proud of your job. You put a lot into your job. I'm sorry. So, a job can be rewarding, but it's a job, nigga.
Yeah, it's work. Anyway.
If you want to hear more about that, you can go to Getting Grown.
But yeah, so they get married, and that's pretty much it. And we found out that they actually had a child.
Her name is Zwala.
What?
How do you pronounce that?
Hold on. Zwala, not Zoila.
Oh, it's Zoila?
Yeah.
I thought it was Zwala.
Zwala, magic.
Zwala don't spell Zwala to you?
Zoila.
Which I'm like, that's better.
You never heard? Oh my god.
To show up on the screen, I was like,
magic.
I was like,
Oh God.
Oh my god.
they think I'm a magician. A Zwala, a Zwala.
No, it's Zoila, like Zoila May. That's not her middle name. I'm just saying. Zwala. Oh my god.
You say Zoila, I say Zwala.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Voila.
Zwala.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Zwala. Oh my god. Anywho, that's them, and they still like legit married, and like they're like a success couple. You know,
They actually are. I never thought, like,
I'm so bad.
that baby's name was Zwala.
And I was like, what?
That's how I said it when it came on the screen. I was like, Zwala! Soldier Boy, Zwala! I really did. Like,
Giovanni and Zwala.
yeah, I mean, hello. It's flashy. Giovanni is Zwala.
Yes.
They be staying up at the casinos all the time. This nigga plays card, poker.
How does that translate to Zwala?
Don't the dealer come Zwala. Zwala. Ain't that what
Zwala, come here. Give me the remote. Okay.
Daddy, why did your name mean Zwala?
After the Zulu warrior.
Because you are magic. Zwala.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like.
Okay. So let's go with Skinny Fat Bastard and the Cracko Sapien.
I hope he comes.
Oh, this is bad.
So let me tell you something. So the crackhead bitch from Love After Lockup, again, self-identified. I'm not calling her that. This is what she calls herself. Mama got released from jail, and she now looks like Mr. Burns.
She's no longer goddess. She's just is.
She looks exactly like Mr. Burns.
She's like, I hope Clint.
He does look like Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
I hope he comes for me.
That's exact. So that crackhead bitch from Love After Lockup gets out of jail
And hightails it on a bus.
She gets on the Peter Pan.
And
actually, she gets on the Feng Hua.
Yeah, she does. She does.
The rest of the people who were escaping to wherever they were going.
No, Mama, there was these two white girls who were staring at her, and there was this one Latina woman who was going to work or like going to like some conference because, you know, she was dressed up and stuff. And there was a nigga in the back because there's always a nigga in the back.
There's always a nigga in the back.
And she was, she changed clothes right then and there
And
in her seat.
Everybody's like,
what is going on? Right.
Now, I don't know if that was just editing.
Right.
And she was doing something else, or
Right.
if she, but she was changing clothes right on the bus. She was getting herself real jazzy, so she could see Skinny Fat Bastard.
Right. Yeah, she was like, my commissary pants. I was like, so they sell clothes at the
$10, she
$10. Well, either way.
Same price as a pair of pants from Rainbow.
Yeah. But she was so worried that, you know, Clint was not going to come get her. And all that good stuff.
So, what we are failing to mention...
How Clint doesn't have fitted sheets on his mattress?
Well, before that.
Okay.
She lost 40 pounds in jail. She said the food was shit. I guess she was, detoxing or what have you, and lost 40 pounds. And nigga, it looked like 80 pounds.
Yeah, because when she said 40, I was like, are you sure?
Legs didn't touch. That dress that was way too tight in that first episode she was on would have fallen off of her.
Yeah, it would have been like a sheet.
Literally.
Yeah, she was
And she was worried.
thin.
She was like, he likes his women thick.
He also lost weight too, I noticed.
That's that stress.
Yeah.
You know why he's stressed?
Because he kept throwing his track phone in the fucking
just
desert.
like I said, his ex-wife fired him.
Yes. Yes. Yes, she did.
So before we get to that, Goddess is really like very scared that he's not gonna show up. She thinks he's gonna try and okie doke her the way that she did him.
Right.
And so she's
And
waiting.
he has every right to.
He has every right, and she's standing on the side of the road, which I think was a really weird place to drop her off, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what they really do in the square states.
Yeah, I'm not sure because that was weird.
Yeah.
And so they drop her off in the hayfield, and she gets out and she's waiting for Clint on the side of the road. And he shows up, her knight in shining armor.
In a Knight Rider car.
Yep. Goddess! He screamed it like a wolf. And they reunited.
She threw her little
She
bag down.
threw her little mesh bag down and wrapped her legs around him. Gross. And he told her that she needed to find some food.
Yeah. He did. He did. He was like, whoa, you need to eat. Then he proceeded to get down on one knee and was like, will you
Marry me again.
marry me again? And she said yes. And again, this was in a dusty, field.
Literally in a hayfield.
Yeah, in a hayfield. There was a sawmill in the background. It was just, whatever.
It was very them.
So they drive to his cribbington.
Yes. And
He has a modest home, and I feel like if with a righteous woman's touch, it could be nice.
So it's never gonna be nice.
Right. Listen, his mama said he wanted she wanted him to have a good Christian woman, and I was like, same.
His mother's gonna be.
Which is why I cannot wait. Okay. Because I know them hoes is coming back for the other part. They had to, because I know his mama is going to flip shit.
She gonna be like, Clint.
Stop it.
You know she don't have no lips.
I know.
Clint.
Jada's making fun of her lips.
Clint. I told you needed a good Christian woman.
Oh my god.
Clint. Tell her not correct. Keep her.
Either way, so they get to his crib. He still doesn't have a fitted sheet on his bed.
Doesn't. And she looks like she's fine without sleeping without a fitted sheet. So
I mean, have you seen her?
yeah, changing in the bus.
Yeah. So they finally do a confessional together, and she's still insecure and worried.
Yep.
That he's not interested, but he is all in and in love with her.
He is. He loves her very much. That's his goddess. He said that he would have chosen goddess over parents. Still didn't hear nothing about that child, though.
Right. So I feel like he probably didn't mention it just because the child's in school and didn't want the child to be a part of it.
Oh, that's fair.
So that's how I figured it out. And I was like, oh, I
certainly would be the ignorant parent who would show up to school, and if I saw that nigga, I'd be like, whoa. And I'd go right in his ear and be like, goddess.
or that video of Brody Jenner and that black lady that came up to him and was like, is Caitlyn your daddy?
Oh, no.
I would do the same thing, are you married to that crackhead bitch from Love After Lockup?
She said it, I did.
Yeah, I did.
She said it.
She said it. Right here. So, yeah, that's them. Oh, and then after we find out that his ex-wife fired him.
Yes, which I predicted was going to happen.
Yeah. So I also learned how much they get paid from the show. So they get $2,000 per episode. So that's this was 14 episodes, so 24,000. No, 2,024. Whoa, wow, I can't add.
What, you said 14?
Yeah, so it's $28,000. Yeah. So that's enough to pay off that car, which they did not mention.
No, they didn't.
So
Didn't talk about it at all, actually. You know why? Because Goddess is back.
right, and so
And nothing else even matters at all.
they're low key a success story, I guess, because you know.
Can you imagine him singing Lauryn Hill's Nothing Even Matters?
Absolutely not.
No.
I bet you he knows that song too.
I bet you he does. I'm sure there's a country version.
His favorite song is probably like, I can love you like that. I can get you out
through heaven and earth, baby, you my girl.
Oh, Goddess, I've been waiting to sing this for you for so
I can give you my heart, be all that you need. I'll show you you're everything special to me. If you give me a chance, you can be my goddess.
So then we have Matthew and Fake Macy.
So last week we find out that Matthew is in jail, because he stole a car.
And of course, there is an explanation about it. Like, he was driving a car that he didn't know was stolen.
Right, nigga. Okay. Your mother already said you gonna get out, you gonna get drunk, you gonna get high, and you gonna steal a car. Clearly, you got an MO. And so, first of all, can we talk about the advancement of prison in this FaceTime situation?
That is fascinating.
I was just cleaning up shit, and I found old jail letters between me and, like, family.
Niggas were Skyping in, like, let me FaceTime
She was like,
you.
do. And he picks up the phone, and there he is right there.
But remember, we actually talked about this on the show a couple years ago, like how they're trying to do that to phase out visits because they don't want families to come, which is stupid because that's the only way you can truly rehabilitate someone if you let families in to let them know that they give a fuck. Exactly. Industrial prison complex.
So basically, Fake Macy is finding out how all of this court shit is supposed to work, and the mother breaks it down for her like A, B, C.
And Mama said, "Well, I've never bailed him out, so."
Which shut me right on up. I ate my own shoes because I certainly thought the mother was the problem.
Enabler. No. She
Well,
was
I'm
like,
sure she's partly, but
yeah, but she was like, nah, I didn't do that.
she's
shit.
like, I've never bailed him out, so I don't know.
And she said, as a matter of fact,
she was
like, I never did that shit.
I've never bailed him out, so I don't know. Right. And Fake Macy was like, then Mother Matthew got to Fake Macy because she said that she was going to end up being a prison wife.
Yeah, because she did not believe that they were going to break up.
She's like, well, you might just end up being a prison wife.
Yeah. Because she was like, what do you mean? Like, you're not going to break up.
In
she
a
was like,
real Miss Bonita way, like, well, I heard.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, they get into it. I keep wanting to call her Juliet, like, because Juliette Lewis. Because she looks like Juliette Lewis.
She does low key.
Juliette
Drea.
Yeah, so, right. White Drea. Kind of. Maybe not. Actually, I can't tell you what I want to call her. Because we will get canceled.
Call her Juliette Drea.
Yeah. So, she FaceTime Skypes Uvu's him. I don't know what apparatus Google Hangout that shit is. So he's like talking fast. Right, WhatsApp, whatever. I feel like he's been using or whatever because he's like real erratic and
he is.
And whatever.
But he's like that anyway, though.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like he'd be a lot calm. He was a lot calmer. But either way, he's like, are you going to bail me out? And she was like, are
She's
you
like, well,
even going to get bail because of your priors and stuff? She was partly because A, she didn't know, and B, she was trying to decide if she's really going to, like... Because I know she wanted to say no.
And he was like, I'm going to get bail. And she was like, well, you're not the judge. And he's like, I'm going to get bail.
And she's like, okay, well, I don't know how the fuck this works.
She's like, well, if your bail is $2,000, I ain't got it, nigga. Like,
right.
So...
You're pissing me off.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're pissing me off. It's like, okay, well, you know.
Well, hang up then.
Right. Macy cried her last tear yesterday.
She sure the fuck did. She cried it right into that pizza and said, fuck it all after that.
Exactly. So then his mama and what's her name? Caitlin. They go to his hearing for his bail hearing or whatever. He's not there. He's there via Google Hangout.
Yep. Which is so also fascinating.
Right, via Zoom. Go to meet. Whatever Carver's calling for. Yeah. He's periscoped in. With his attorney, his public offender. And they set it up so that his bail is at $7,000 or $7,500, I think.
Yeah.
And if you pay the bail bondsman 10%, they make bail.
$750.
But they asked for $23,000.
Oh yeah, the DA, the state asked for $23K, and Mama was like, yeah. And I feel like she was low key waiting for that too. Like, I hope this shit is $50,000 so I can literally say
so no. I can bounce.
Right.
I'm about to piss out.
I'm about to piss out. I can't take this shit no more. And I can trust you. I'm riding high now. So nigga, fuck you. Driving through Lorenzo. Smoking on some Mindo. Don't tell me shit to me. Olivia did what she had to do with Biz out.
Gee, that was it.
Yeah. So anyway, they make bail, and this nigga disappears.
Yep. He gets out. She bails him out.
And he doesn't come home.
And then he goes to his homeboy's house. Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. He's supposed to go to Little Critter's house. Mm-hmm. 6 days. Ain't been home yet.
Nope. So...
eventually, he got to come home for a change of drawers.
And so she's in the middle of packing up her shit. She washed her last load of clothes at mother-in-law's house and was like, I'm about to be out.
Right.
So she's packing up her shit. And he walks in just to grab his drawers, like real casual. Mm-hmm. And so she's
like, hey, how y'all doing?
She tries to, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, y'all doing all right?
She's keeping very calm. And she's like, so you got out a while ago.
Yeah.
And you haven't been here. And he's like, yeah, I stayed by Little Critter's house. Yeah. And she's like, okay, well, you know, I thought you were going to come and have a conversation with me. Mm-hmm. And he's like,
nah.
I mean,
what's there to talk about?
And so she's like, all right, bet. And packs her shit up. She's like, I'm done with this. I can't. Now, this is where I was like, oh, girl, the therapy, the need for therapy jumped out yet again.
Mama she's gave, and this is why I was like, she might be an actress because she gave you real Juliette Lewis at that soliloquy by the car.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be good enough for you, and I'm sorry that I gave you my all, and I'm sorry that this didn't work out, and I'm sorry that... And I was like...
Right. I'm sorry you don't give a shit about me, and yada, yada, yada. And then she stood strong, and then she broke down in the car. Which is like, oh, this is real like
cigarette.
Right. I was like, oh, this is real like TV. Like she held it on tightly and then she unraveled when she got in the car.
Let it melted.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
I get it. Like Mama needs
You went through a lot with this nigga.
Right.
In a short amount of time.
Right. Mama needs talk space.
And so then the
all right.
That was their relationship.
Pipe down.
Boom, 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 boom.
Shout out to the listener whose husband said, I got a bokeh with my situation.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are y'all going?
To hell.
Shit.
They dead.
Mourn them.
God, it's New York City. Did I tell you a story about when I got in an ambulance in the city? I was like, this is my greatest fear. Realized, like, I'm in traffic and I'm up here thinking I'm having a heart attack. I might as well die. God forbid I have a real emergency and I need to get to fucking Beth Israel or Lenox Hill and, like, via ambulance. It's better for me to take the fucking train and just lie and say I'm not a sick passenger.
It is. It is, because this shit ain't working. So the update on them was
they don't fuck with each other.
They don't fuck with each other, and this nigga lives with his new girlfriend as he awaits trial.
Yeah.
For stealing a car.
Yeah. He got a whole new bitch.
A whole new bitch that he's living with, and ain't never had no girlfriend before.
Nope. So I hope. Damn, I feel bad for fake Macy because she put her all into this.
She did, and this nigga's gonna talk about. Well, she took a chance on a guy in prison, and you know, and you know, she's always gonna have a place in my heart.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna be done with it. Maybe she'll go on the Iyanla.
She should.
She should go on the Iyanla. She needs to cry into a titty.
Yeah,
she does for sure. Let's take a break and then let's get to the good.
Yeah.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, and we're back, and this episode is brought to you by the Grove Collective. So, hey, you know, we just turned our clocks ahead an hour, and that means spring is right around the corner. So you can guess what I just started? Spring cleaning. Absolutely, darling. I had to get my BB Homemaker on over the weekend, because when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, darling. Okay. Plus, I'm still settling into my new dig, so I have to keep everything in tip-top shape. I've been using Grove Collective, America's largest independent natural product company, where not a single product or ingredient they sell has been tested on animals, and they're planting 1 million trees by the end of 2020.
1 million!
Right. So I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff from them that I enjoy. Mm-hmm. You know, I love all the Myers products. Mm-hmm. I even have I got this I don't know what it's called. It's really cute. It's to help you wash your dishes. It's like a little brush thing that comes with a little ceramic thing.
With the wooden
with the wooden handle. With the thing. Yes. I don't know what it's called, but I use this shit every fucking day.
Same.
And Grove.co makes shopping for natural products easy. You don't even have to search for a local store hoping that they carry what you want or what you're overpaying for organic, or worry you're overpaying for organic products from questionable websites. Grove.co is the only site you need to shop to get organic, eco-friendly, and sustainable products from top brands like 7th Generation, Dr. Bronner, and Mrs. Myers, who we adore. Plus, Grove is a B Corporation, a new kind of business that balances purpose and profit. They're legally required to consider the impact of their decisions of their workers, customers, suppliers, community, and the environment. So when you go to shop at Grove.co, you're doing something good for you, your home, and the planet.
Captain Planet.
Start right now and get a free $30 Mrs. Meyer gift set at grove.co/JXD with your first order. This is a special offer for our listeners. Get a free $30 Mrs. Myers gift set at grove.co/JXD. Again, grove.co/JXD.
Okay, Frank, question for you. What's one of the first things you do in the morning?
Like
one of the most important things.
shit on these haters.
Yeah, definitely that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
BB 911, call me on my cell phone, I'll call you back. Well, I can dig that.
Okay.
But for me personally, it's brushing my teeth.
Okay.
I can't do anything until I put paste to toothbrush and brush my teeth.
Yeah.
So it's one of the most important things we do for our health every day, and most of us don't do it properly. I bought a Quip toothbrush recently, and I have to say, I was wildly impressed with the results. First of all, the brush heads are automatically delivered in a dentist recommended schedule of every 3 months for just $5, because 3 out of 4 of us use bristles that are old, worn out, and ineffective. Gross.
Yes, they do. And it's so gross. It's so important to replace your toothbrush.
I don't understand why people don't do that. Secondly, it uses these sensitive sonic vibrations that are gentle enough on even the most sensitive gums, because people brush way too hard and some electric toothbrushes are just too abrasive. They're talking to me. I absolutely love it. It's made my morning routine so much more of a breeze. So that's why I love Quip and why they're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to get quip.com/JXD right now, you'll get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at GETQUIP.com/JXD. Quip.com/JXD.
Yeah. So, still love after lockup. We're down for our last couple. Or, yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Nope. I can't even. So, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, like.
Because she held her ground.
Yeah, she did. Now, Scrabble tiles. That's Jazzy Shoulders. Fake Brooke Hogan. And
the nigga with the braids.
IEP. So, the nigga with the braids. Yeah. Or who don't like enunciate.
Right.
Hey, boo boo.
Mush mouth.
Boo boo. Yes, mush mouth.
That's what that is, mush mouth.
It's hard to talk about them because it's a lot of the like their Instagram lives and stuff and shit is like in my head.
We can talk about those too.
Oh no, that's yeah. But yeah, they all right, so last episode, that we found out that fake Brooke Hogan knows about Jazzy Shoulders.
Yep.
And so they go and meet one another.
Yep.
The whole season, I didn't know what to do with Jazzy Shoulders outside of just calling her stupid and her outfit.
Because she was dumb and she was irritating, and I still stand, especially after them Instagram lives. But we can get to that.
Absolutely.
But I had to stand this episode.
Right, I was like, you know what? That's real.
Maybe Stan is strong. But I had to give her her things.
I had to give her props. Her respect.
So, fake Brooke Hogan walks up, right?
Very pregnant, might we add.
So, fake Brooke Hogan walks up very pregnant and very confrontational. Mm-hmm. On some, who do you think I am?
Right.
It was like, whoa.
Right. Who the fuck you talking to?
Whoa, you set the tone, sis, for this conversation. You setting the tone.
Right, you're setting the tone. And so, fake Brooke Hogan's whole spiel or shtick is this idea of like, I'm the wife, you should respect me, yada, yada, yada. And the whole time, Jazzy Shoulders like, this is all new to me, number one. I didn't even know about you for real.
I didn't know who you were like that in his life.
All I just knew he had a baby mama, and that was that.
And you could see the shock on her face.
Right.
When she was like, I'm pregnant. She's like, okay, so y'all having a baby? And she was like, I'm pregnant and we're married. And she was like, oh, y'all are married?
Right. Had no clue.
None.
So fake Brooke Hogan is just barking, and she's like, I want her to leave. I want her to go. But I'm like, bitch, you at her hotel.
Right.
What happened, Brandon?
Her view was she should just sit there and shut up.
Oh yeah. She should just sit there and eat her rice.
Right. Because she has sympathy for her being the wife and because she should have been aware.
Right.
Michael should have told her. And that's
okay.
Well, bitch, a lot of things shoulda, woulda, coulda, nothing shouldn't have happened. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do with that?
It was funny when she says the moment of like she should just go home. She said that because she kept telling Megan, she was like, oh, you should be embarrassed. You should feel ashamed. Because of what she like, it was all on TV.
Right.
And she was like, "Well, funny thing is, I don't feel embarrassed.
No,
you should be the one that's embarrassed because you still with his ass."
Right.
I stand.
Right, and Megan points were made, and
she was like, "I want her to go home."
Right, and that's because
she needs to go.
Yeah, because she got under her skin.
Yep.
At her hotel.
Right,
but you came at her and then Wig humbled her wig, and came back and was like. So bust it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to have no beef with you. I'm not trying to fight with you.
I came at you this way because that's how you came at me.
Clearly, we were both duped. So why don't we calm down and have a real conversation? And I was like,
woman to woman.
All right, Jazzy Shoulders, you better live up to the way that you dress.
Right. Mama's 28 and
dresses like she's 53.
Right, and you know, fake Brooke Hogan is 24 and very pregnant, so pregnancy hormones and just overall fed up with this nigga in general.
Right, and I was real irritated too when she was like, "I don't have time for this. I'm a mother." Right. I was like, "What does that have to do with
nothing?
You sit there and shut up."
Right. I'm like, "What? So you want to talk? You want to talk at her? That's what you want to do. You just want to say what you want to say, and then she's not supposed to say nothing."
Right.
Even though she's not aware of who your place was in his life. Like, fuck out of here, girl.
Right. No
Talking about you gonna fight, but you was pregnant as hell.
Right. It's always like these girls who always fight the other lady instead of the nigga. Like,
yes.
They are the trash
I was like, you
person.
showing your bird ass ways right now.
Right. So apparently she says nigga in this episode.
No, that was last episode.
Oh, last episode? She did?
Yeah.
She said nigga?
She said my nigga.
Really? She did.
Then
I missed
it. You can see
it.
how they did the edit. Like, you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they left the last...
Really?
She said my nigga. To him on the phone. Like, you ain't gonna play with my nigga? Or some shit like that.
No lawsuit. Boop.
Right. So they immediately, we was like, we need this storyline.
Really? Anywho.
Mm-hmm. Just because your child is.
Right. And so they come to understanding that, hey, we both got played by this nigga. And all of a sudden, while at the hotel, guess who calls? Sarah. It's nigga with the braids.
And so she
lets him have it.
She's like, all this time you was playing me. You played our daughter. You took time away from our daughter so you could do this bullshit, which is true.
Yeah.
She's like...
Because she was like, it's not even about me. Like, now, fuck you for having me to defend you for your daughter because you want to gallivant around with some other bitches. And your whole point of this is for you to be with your daughter. Like, fuck me. It's about your daughter. You play with her like... life
and then she was like, and she be asking, she was like, fuck you for making me have to explain to her. She be asking for you, talking about where's daddy? Daddy's my boy. Mm-hmm. She was like, and you're in jail and I got a cover for your dumb ass. She was like, I don't want you in my house no more. Mm-hmm. I don't want you around no more. Now this is where, because of how she moves, I already know that she's the type who will keep his children away from him if she was upset enough, which...
I see that coming. I saw that coming long enough.
He was
and
like,
so does he,
Aviana?
which is why he had to do this quote unquote mission or whatever. Which was so fucking stupid. But you're right though. He even knew the fact that she would keep his kids away from him.
She is, because immediately he was like, well, where is she now? And she was like playing and he was like, can I talk to her? She's like, no. And I feel like a woman scorned, she will.
But I also think she didn't want him to know, oh, I'm with Megan.
No, I don't think she was. That was a
She
secret.
was. No, she didn't. She never said. She never told him that she went to go meet Megan. She just says.
that's
She just
true.
all of a sudden mentioned Megan.
That's true. That's
oh,
true.
Megan is. Oh, so you out with Megan now? And he
That's
was like,
true.
"What are you talking about?" Right.
That's true. So she's on the phone cussing him out. You know, they taking B-roll of her sitting on rocks and shit. And meanwhile, Wig is in the hotel.
Mad.
Mad, upset. Jazzy Shoulders in the hotel because she is coming to the realization like, I got played as fuck. This nigga is whole life. And if you look at it from her standpoint, I told you I don't agree with this baby mama stance that she had, this whole thing, this idea that she has because she's dumb for that. But if you look at it from her standpoint, you think you are engaged to a nigga, you think that and this girl comes at you talking about, that's my husband. We have a child together. We have a child on the way. And when you were out here shopping for wedding dresses, so was I.
Right.
Like, you gotta feel away.
Right.
You gotta.
You have every right to be mad and upset.
Yeah. So.
And you lost your virginity to this nigga.
And you was dressed like that when the woman came in the
Right.
Because Megan was dressed like Megan.
Oh yeah,
Jazzy
she never varies from the
She
script.
never varies, honey. I looked right on down up under that table, and she had on those auntie travel sandals. I was like, well, come on. I thought Payless went out of business. But, so, then, Michael calls Jazzy Shoulders.
While she's in the confessional.
While she's in the confessional.
And he's like, hey, boo-boo. And she's like, are you married or not?
And he does the same shit to her that he did to fucking fake Brooke Hogan.
What are you talking about? However, this time, she hung up on him.
She was like, is you or is you not? Or is you or not?
Right.
And he's like, this ain't the right time to talk about that. And she was like, bye.
Right.
And I was proud. I was proud. I was like, I didn't think she had it in her. But she didn't.
Yeah, I was proud until I wasn't because of the update.
The update says Jazzy Shoulders is still talking to Mushmouth.
Yeah.
And so is fake Brooke Hogan.
Now I understand why she would have to talk to him.
Y'all got
because
kids and a new one and a new one that just came.
Oh right, they had a
Rain.
daughter named Rain,
With a Y.
which is kind of just like Rain Pryor.
Spell it.
RAYNE.
Did you think Rain with a Y, so it was like Wayne or Yane? Like
I don't know.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
too high to think of it.
Okay. Yeah, so that was the end of the show.
So they both still talking to him. So then
Woo!
Jazzy Shoulders
right
does-
after the episode airs, Jazzy Shoulders decides to get her black ass on Instagram Live.
and immediately all of the stand went away.
Yep.
Jazzy Shoulders was on Instagram Live talking about and full bird mode. First of all, she lied. And she insulted me with her lie.
Yeah.
Because she got her black ass up on Instagram Live.
You about to say the same thing that I'm about to say?
Talking about, oh, I know you all had a lot to say about my wig. Which, by the way, one of the funniest comments.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you don't have that Party City wig on
anymore. So she's like, I know y'all were talking about my hair, but let me just tell you, if you're a black girl, then you already know that you need at least 48 hours to get your hair done properly. She's like, and they called me last minute and my weave had been tugged on. She was like, so that's why my closure was a little lifted. And I was like, bitch.
She literally lied in my face.
I'm like, I don't even wear weave. Like, I don't even wear, like, I don't wear closures and shit. I don't even know nothing about that. And I know your black ass is lying.
Yeah, she's lying. Like, every scene this whole season, your hair was just fucked up and they told you last minute they was
No,
gonna
bitch,
film.
you just don't, your person just don't know how to do no hair. And you get terrible wigs from the 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
was like,
all
y'all
that
gonna play
is.
in my face, just lie.
Play
He's gonna
in my-
lie, just gonna lie in front of God like that.
Right.
Like we see, and it's like a little lifted.
Bitch.
Ma, That shit was John Legend.
You got your wig right next to the slushies, and you gonna insult my fucking face?
That shit was so high you can call it Wiz Khalifa.
Giraffe pussy, nigga. Like it was high as shit.
Like you saw all the new whatever growth that is underneath it. I was like, you just gonna get up here and lie.
You just gonna get up here and lie and play in my face with these weave lies. I was very irritated.
And weaves. And then she proceeds to say that if Michael and Sarah ain't together no more, she'd be with that nigga.
And she also says, they were like, so are you still talking? Are you still with him? Are you still with him? And she won't answer it because of, contract stuff. And she's like, we still talk. Me and Mushmouth still talk. And I'm like, so, bitch, you're proud about this? Like, you're proud that y'all... Whatever. So, Love After Lockup was extended for 10 more episodes.
Yes.
A new season coming this summer. There are definitely going to be new couples on there, but we are also going to get some old couples, and I have a feeling they're going to be part of it, especially since they've been so hush mouth.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be on because they're the largest story of both seasons. Mm-hmm. I want them to bring Mormon Weave Lady back.
But I don't think she's with him no more.
Well, no, because he's locked up.
Right. Is he still in? He's still in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Baby Nut.
Baby Nut. Unhook My Khakis. Stream it on Spotify. Apple Music.
Unhook My Khakis? That's what it's called?
Yeah. Unhook My Khakis.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'll play it for you. It's already queued up, girl.
Let me hear it.
I fucked your hoe, get at me. She call me daddy. She just unhooked my khakis and she looking right at me. She just unhooked my khakis and she looking right at me. Loving life and living large. It's so hard when your vision's scored.
Unhook my khakis.
Unhook my khakis.
So before we go, I'd like to talk about 60 Days In.
Yes.
Wow. This was a show. We mentioned last week how the nigga ruined everything.
Everything.
But this was scary. Because in 2 instances, niggas were about to die on camera.
So Abner, after David, Nigga Cop, after Nigga Cop got too big for his britches and decided he was going to go talk to the DO and reveal the whole operation to him. And then on top of that, tell Bishaw that tell my boy Abner, I said, what's up, when Abner wasn't supposed to know nobody.
Right.
After he did all of that, after he got that white boy whooped up on for telling him it was okay for him to join the kinfolk, even though he knew he wasn't going to be in prison anymore. Or jail anymore, should I say. And this nigga left in his fedora.
In his fedora.
His ugly ass fedora.
He was dressed like Neo.
He was dressed like Neo.
Schaefer.
That's exactly who
Schaefer
he was dressed
Smith.
like.
Yeah.
So Abner is in jail, right? And the niggas are all the Chicanos. Everybody is like looking at him
like
super
vultures,
sideways.
Like they look at him like a piece of meat, and they're vultures. And so he goes to sit down in the rec area, and they're like positioning themselves like around him,
doing sign language, talking about it was almost about to be go time.
Right. My nigga hit the signal, and they got him out of there
immediately. All because of Nigga Cop's ass.
And you felt the tension too.
You sure did. Like that wasn't edited for production
at all. You felt the tension, and as soon as he left, that white boy as soon as they left, everybody was just like,
We knew it.
We knew it.
So then, they still got
the white boy Mark in there.
Mark in there,
and so like. The warden is just like, oh damn, we gotta pull everybody from this program. Everybody knows.
The girls, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. So the same situation happened to Mark. They all started to crowd around him. He was literally about to get his ass beat.
Was he?
He was. You could sense it too.
He knew. No, it was about to be a race riot in there, and they were like, "No more Woods can talk to the production."
Right.
I don't think they were questioning him though.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah, because it was a very similar situation where they were like kind of like hovering around him, and because when Mark left, the head of the Woods or whatever, he was pissed.
You're right.
He was like, "Oh, I knew it, played me." They had to get him out of there. Super intense.
So they get all. So then the girls, which are also, they're just being honed in on by the DOs.
Right, and before they all get released, fake Tomi Lahren. Now, I wanted her to get ragtag because I'm sure she's racist and she's a conservative fake Tomi Lahren, whatever the fuck. Mama.
Bucked up.
Yeah. Like, she morphed into Roger Clot. Like, when she's cursing out that Mexican Miss Juicy.
Like, Grand Wizard.
Right. Like, her face, like, she turned into, like, a white boy named Zach who says nigger every time he hurts himself. Like, oh, nigger.
So she bucked up she was tired.
On Latina Miss Juicy.
And she was like, you gonna stop running your motherfucking mouth. Like,
Yeah.
I'm translating in my own language. But she was like, you gonna stop running your motherfucking mouth. You don't even know me like that. She was like, but bitch, you about to know me.
Right.
That's essentially what she said, but in white girl racist language.
Right. And however, the wardens was like, okay, it's time to pack up. So they released them one by one. First, they got Vivian out. You know, fake Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
We got her out first, and then Jasmine. Why they keep calling her Jasmine? It's Jasmine with a Y.
They still, like, nobody ever suspected Jasmine, though.
No, because she looked
the part.
Yeah. She looked.
The jail jumped out.
The jail jumped out. And especially when she would get angry. Oh, yeah. I'm like, ooh, I see. It was either jail or the New Orleans jumped out.
One or the other, but as soon as she took them braids out, baby.
Yeah, she looked like she belonged.
Yes, and so
like
nobody ever suspected her. They were all sad when she left. They were hugging her and crying. One girl start crying.
Right.
Like, I didn't know they loved her like that.
Jasmine's ass.
Like, I'm sick of this bitch.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. And so fake Tomi Lahren was pissed, like, why all these heifers could go home?
And
I'm the one that had the
here.
conflict.
Right. How y'all got me in here first? I'm the one who needs to go. And as soon as she went, they were like, see, I knew she wasn't supposed to be in here. But guess what Miss Juicy did? Shut the hell up. Mm-hmm. She sure the fuck did.
And so
she was the Latina Miss Juicy.
The Latina Miss Juicy. She was. The Latina Miss Juicy. Miss Juicy, baby. So, right. So after they all get released, they have like, they all meet with in a hangar.
Yes.
Which was so dramatic. Like,
it was.
what the fuck? And they talk and basically they snitch about everything that they saw.
Which is why Tristan said he had to stop watching the show because he was like, nah, at the end of the day, they all snitches.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, when you get past that, though, like, it's entertaining.
you gotta reconcile that shit.
Like, yes, they're snitching, but
yeah.
I need to know what's going on. It's because they're snitching that I get to find out what's going on.
Yeah, like, I'm don't ever planning on going to jail or prison ever, but so how am I supposed to know what the fuck, I may or may not have to get myself into if some shit ever,
Between them and family.
Right. So, the warden was like telling, who did he say he wished got more involved? Oh, because fake Tomi Lahren didn't really talk to nobody, but she had mad notes. And they were like, how you have all these notes, but you ain't talking to nobody?
She's like, you got to sit back and watch.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
She had the most extensive.
Had a Dear Diary.
Yeah, she had the most extensive notes. But they were like, we wish you would have like mingled with everybody more.
And she's like, why? When I'm telling you that there was a shank in the pot.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you this
she
girl
had the most info.
She did. She's like, this girl had a shank, put it in the bottom of her shoe, and they didn't even find it because blah, 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 blah. And on top of that, the deals were doing da-da-da-da. Like, she had a whole detailed list, and they were like, but we wish you would have gotten more involved.
Right.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. It was Jasmine who was all involved, but she ain't had no notes.
Exactly. Exactly. Everybody who was doing the most ain't have nothing.
Right. She's like, well, I survived.
Right.
The end.
Right.
It's like, okay, girl.
So they were all speculating like who got them released or whatever. So the girls don't have an idea of what happened. They don't know that their identity was compromised or anything like that.
No.
Abner was the only one that knew it was Nigga Cop.
And then Abner told Mark.
Yeah, they went
drinks.
Over drinks and was like, because Mark had no idea. He was like, I suspected that somebody knew, but he was like, I don't know who it could have been. And Abner was like, nah, bro.
No, let me let you know right now that it was your boy. Mm-hmm. He's like, not Prince. He kept calling him what he called him in jail. And I was like, oh, baby, you was slightly institutionalized.
Yeah, yeah.
Prince did it.
Yeah, and he was pissed. He was upset.
He was upset. So then they rolled to the preview of the reunion this week. So,
which came on yesterday.
So we all forgot about the psycho George Bush at the beginning.
Yeah.
The crazy gunman.
The lone wolf. I'm sure he will shoot up a movie theater at some point in time.
So Mark gets absolutely. Yeah. So Mark gets super frustrated with him, and he's like, "You could have put us all in danger."
Right.
And they are about to fight, and like everybody's yelling at this white man or whatever.
And you know, Mark is a super fan, former CEO, a Christian man, because he was leading Bible study.
Right. He didn't believe in none of that racist shit.
He's one of those I don't see color. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever. A well-meaning.
Well-meaning.
Yeah. Not saying it was well-meaning, but a well-meaning white man. But he was ready to throw bows with that.
He sure was.
Crazy white man.
And then, Nigga Cop decides he's going to stand his ground, Florida style, behind everything that he did.
And everybody was like, nigga, no.
No, nigga, this ain't how this works. And he's like, no, and he starts crying. You see him crying in the preview. So we will see the reunion this week.
Yeah.
And if it's worth talking about, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But it's the end of Love After Lockup for now, so you get regular ass episodes.
No, exactly.
Nigga P Theater will be back consistently because the episodes won't be as long.
Yeah.
And we get regular Jade XD episodes. But it's been fun.
It's been fun.
We didn't even expect for this to turn into this.
No, it's been a great 14 weeks.
And I feel like, we contributed to Love After Lockup getting renewed.
Yeah.
Right. WeTV, come on, come through. Like, hello.
Right. I know one of y'all knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
That's all I'm saying.
At WeTV or Sharp Entertainment.
I know we help boost.
We can have a companion podcast just for the show.
Yep.
We can be less disrespectful if need be. Sometimes it's okay to sell out for a check. Write that down. I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Right. Just sometimes.
Imagine if I went on Get Girl talking about kitchen table talk this week. Sometimes it's okay to sell out for a check.
Yeah.
Everything canceled.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay. And it's not selling out. It's called buying in.
All right, Venmo Vixen.
Not even. I learned that from being Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pauletta.
Yeah. Pauletta sat her black ass in front of the kids at fake Spelman was like, they called her out like, bitch, you sold out. She's like, I bought it in. And they were like, you whack ass bitch. Like, you stop lying in my face.
Like Jazzy showed this in this weave story.
I was so mad. I'm like, you just gonna sit here and lie like that.
You just gonna lie right in my face on my Instagram.
Like, your father is right upstairs, and I know it too.
And I'm even more upset that I'm sitting here watching this shit while you continue to lie in my face.
about. Oof, so bad. Anyway, y'all, we'll see you around the sun.
Next week. Bye.
Bye.
I'm a brilliant nigga.
This episode of Jade MXD was produced by Abraham Kevin Quezada.
I'm a brilliant nigga.
Oh yeah. Do it, girl. Oh yeah. Fuck it up. See you, sweetie. Ooh. This beat is sick. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, wait, yeah, alright.
Sorry.
So let me ask you, what's one of the most important things you do to start your morning?
I get up, wipe the cold out my eye, wonder who the fuck is paging me in this and why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do it. I'll be serious.
No, I think this is hilarious.
I don't know if I can curse in them, so that's why.
If you're in this show, doesn't Greg curse into things?
I don't know. Let's start over. I'm sorry.
No, I think this is hilarious. All right, so what's one of the first things you do in the morning?
I'm sorry.
You should put this at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Hold on, please. Hold on. I'm trying to calm down.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.